What is up, YouTube? With Valentine's Day coming around, I thought I would give you guys out there, you single fellas, my top 5 tips to asking a girl out. Okay. Rule number 1. Do some basic due diligence to see if she's available. If the woman you're hoping to go on a date with isn't even single, you're going to get shot down pretty quickly, and that's a waste of time for everyone. It's not always possible to find out ahead of time whether or not she's single, especially if she's a stranger in a bar, per se. But if it's someone you know through a friend, you can check ahead of time to find out if, she'd be interested in dating. Okay, moving right along. Tip number 2. Gauge her level of interest. It's possible to get some idea of how well things will go for you before you've so much as spoken a word to the girl you have your sights set on. It's best not to go in cold, so spend some time gauging her level of interest in you ahead of time by paying attention to her body language and nonverbal cues. Have you ever spoken to her before? And if so, how well did the interaction go? What was your level of rapport like? Does she make sustained eye contact with you and touch you where possible? These are all indications that she's interested in you on some level, so try to pay attention to those details before you make your approach. Alrighty, tip number 3. Your posture should scream confidence. Now, this should be a given that women love confidence for the most part, so your posture should reflect that of someone who's asking a girl out confidently. Here's a couple of do nots. First of all, do not stare at the ground. Do not cross your legs or arms. Do not slump your shoulders, and do not fidget. Basically, what you want to do are the following. Keep your chin up, gaze forward, shoulders down and back, and your chest high. You also want to have as much eye contact as possible and smile. Basically, the more confident you are, the higher chances of success that you'll get that date that you've been wanting. Tip number 4 is pretty basic, but make sure you look and smell nice. You don't need to get decked out in a suit and have a tie to ask a girl out, but you need to make sure your clothes are clean and well fit, and that you've brushed your teeth, combed your hair, and are wearing deodorant. You should never ever wear the same clothes again. Like you wear red sweatpants on Monday and then you wear them again on Tuesday. That's a big no-no. And my final tip is going to be prepared for rejection. Keep your cool if she says no. Smile and respond gracefully by saying, no problem, maybe another time. Change the conversation to something else or leave if you'd rather not hang around. Act as if you don't need her, because that sometimes will pique the interest of a girl. If she makes a face and yells, ooh, gosh, no way, this means that the girl is grossed out with you. Leave her alone and move on to the next girl. Don't get your feelings too hurt, though. This will leave you kind of lifeless, and you really don't want that, so some girls just don't like this kind of stuff that I'm saying. I'm not saying it's going to work. Any of these tips are going to work and they're not foolproof. But the biggest thing you can take away from this video is approach with confidence, look your best, and don't be downtrodden if you get rejected. It's going to happen. Just always remember, there's plenty of fish in the sea, and rejection is bound to happen.